Hi community of awesome, I'm Ava J and this is Bookish Pixie. So as of the posting of this vlog, we are less than a week from NaNoWriMo. Where has the time gone? I have no idea, but I figured now's as good a time as ever to talk about how to prepare for NaNoWriMo in case you haven't already. So NaNoWriMo preparation time, here we go. First, start plotting. Technically this is optional as are all writing tips, but I have fast drafted a lot and I find it is a lot easier to write quickly when you know where you're going. This prevents you from writing yourself into a corner or getting stuck because you don't know what happens next, which tends to cause writer's block pretty often. Of course, there are totally people who pants their way through NaNoWriMo, and if that works for you, then more power to you. But if you're trying to avoid any problems while you're ahead and want to make it easier for yourself, it definitely helps to plan ahead. Second, check out the site. If you haven't already and you plan to NaNoWriMo, make sure you go to www.nanowrimo.org and start setting up your profile. This is helpful because it can get you excited and into the NaNoWriMo spirit, so that as you set up your profile and declare your novel, you're kind of making it official, announcing it to the world, which is really exciting. And as a bonus, it can kind of get you into the zone and ready to go. Plus, it can be helpful to be familiar with the site so that when NaNoWriMo starts, you know how to use it. Third, tell social media you're participating. NaNoWriMo is all over the internet, and where you connect doesn't matter as much as that you do connect somewhere, because that way you can start to get to know other writers who are also participating. I like to lurk on the NaNoWriMo hashtag on Twitter because that way I can see what people are talking about and also get an idea as to who's participating and start to make connections. Speaking of which, this year I am indeed participating, so if you want to be Nano buddies, let me know, and I'm going to link to my account below so that you guys can add me. But the reason this is so important is because a big part of NaNoWriMo is the social aspect, and it can help a lot to really get involved in the NaNoWriMo community. You kind of feed off of each other's excitement and cheer each other on, and when someone makes progress, if you're competitive, it might motivate you to make progress too. To give you guys a concrete example, in 2013, which is the last time I participated in NaNoWriMo, I actually hit the first 50,000 words in 9 days. And a big part of the reason why I managed to do that was because other people cheered me on and pushed me to do it. And I'm really not exaggerating. The first day of NaNoWriMo that year, I hit 2,000 words and I was going to finish with just that for the day. But then somebody else got me all excited again and challenged me to sprint with them, and I was like, hey, why not? And I ended up hitting 5,000 words that day. And then I just kind of rode on the momentum from there. But basically, had I not been connected to other people who were also nanoing, it wouldn't have happened. So the community helps, and I promise it'll make all the difference if you get involved in the social aspect, because it really just makes the whole experience much more fun. Fourth, make a writing plan. Now by this, I don't mean what you're writing, I mean how you're going to write. Are you aiming for 50,000 words, an entire novel, part of a novel, something else? Are you going to write 1,667 words every single day, including the weekends and holidays? Whatever your strategy is, make sure you know going into the event what the plan is and stick with it. And fifth, mentally prepare yourself. Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. NaNoWriMo is exhausting. The words that you put down next month are not going to be the prettiest words you've ever written. In fact, a lot of them are probably going to be pretty terrible. Give yourself permission right now to write terribly next month. Sometimes you need to put really ugly and bad writing down just to get the story written. That year that I finished NaNoWriMo ridiculously quickly, I had blanks instead of people's names, and I was missing description and important things, and I was committing writing sins that I knew were sins, and I just didn't worry about it. I did everything I needed to do to just fly through the story. And finally know that at the end of it, no matter how bad or good those words are, whether it's 500 words, 5,000 words, or 50,000 words, you'll have made writing progress you didn't have at the beginning of the month. And as far as I'm concerned, that's something to celebrate. So that's what I got for today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next week.